And this is you, right? Spending 600 hours, or literally after every match, that whether win or defeat, you go to this loadout screen and you're allergic to the top loadouts for whatever reason. I do this every match. Raise your hand if you do too. Welcome to my video. Skip ahead. This match was interesting. My team was complaining that I picked Urgot jungle before the pre-match, obviously. Was that jungle? What was that? Yeah, jungle. You could let my decision get you upset. It's not gonna change the fact that I'm gonna pick this character, bro. Excuse no in-game sound, but might be acting up. Speed this up a bit, right? Speed it up to get him going. Matter of fact, let's see what the chat is. Man, dude, I flashed Soraka just so they could ban Soraka, and I don't gotta waste my ban on Soraka. I could suggest them to ban Soraka. They're not gonna listen to me. I just flash Soraka. One, it gets the team mad and exposes weak mentals so I can know who has a brain. So, it's just a little social experiment. You're gonna get upset what your team is picking, bro. You need to learn how to carry games. Stop picking characters you don't know how to carry with. Because in reality, even the worst rated characters on the tier list are good in a one-trick hand. And I'm trying to be good with this character in every role. Teemo's a bad matchup, regardless if he's the only one on that team. He builds Leandries, gives you blind, forced to take fucking cleanse. I don't know if I took cleanse this game. I wanted to path towards Baron lane so he could at least try to get ahead against his counter. But I remember correctly, I quickly realized that that's just such a bad matchup for Graves. That in reality, I can't go there and help him. We're just going to keep giving Teemo 2 kills each time. You see this unfortunate start for the enemy team? Not me, the enemy team. They delayed my clear by 10 seconds. Good job. They don't know that Urgot clears in milliseconds. Look at this purge right here. Look at the purge. Not this one. If I remember correctly, it was a purge that fucking literally like one-shot one of the camps. If you're wondering why my Urgot clear isn't 100% perfect, I don't have the attention span to look at the mini-map and focus on what my character is doing simultaneously, and also process every other piece of information that I can process at the same time and realize what I can do with the information at the same time. Me don't have big brain. Me play Urgot. Like, it's gotten to the point that if they're not willing to reason with my explanation for picking Urgot all the time, or at least just like ignore it, and they let it bother them to the point that they got to keep pointing out that I'm using Urgot. I just type Urgot in chat, literally just, oh, report Urgot? All right, Urgot, report Urgot. Like, thanks. Then I finish the match with MVP. Literally, that's what happened this match. Like, I get it. I could have ganked the Graves a little more often and help him get ahead. That also gives the opportunity for me to die to Teemo also. Repeatedly and repeatedly. You can't force what you think is gonna work when you already see that it's not working when you try it. You see you miss all your skill shots and you on cooldown, stop trying to chase a nigga down with auto attacks on a mage. You know what I'm saying? Like, use your resources wisely, bro. I'm not saying I do the optimal, but that's what I'm trying to learn, is how to use every single resource available to you. Whether it come from the champion, the map, your team, enemy team, it's a fucking resource. And I'm gonna learn how to make trollers on my team a resource, bro. Especially as a solo queue enjoyer. You know, I don't know why my dash didn't go towards her. That was very unfortunate. I definitely would have comboed her out into 25% health threshold. That passive is retarded, bro. I clear his camps like that. See, I didn't even want to step up into his lane for the simple fact that I could have been moving to my next camp. Sometimes the optimal strategy isn't exactly present. You can only do optimal pathing if you optimally pathed, you know what I'm saying? This part is unfortunate if I remember correctly. I think I died. I don't know. Just trade for health, I guess. We all go home. The optimal goal per minute with Urgot is to develop a core item for the situation. I started using Fimbulwinter just for the simple fact that he's always high on mana. Your purge does most of your damage. Your skills is literally there for their utility, not for damaging. They don't help you achieve a kill unless you use them altogether. So individually, purge and your ult is the only ones that can give you some type of positive performance by itself, especially if you got a good toggle with the purge. Meaning, Urgot's second skill, purge, is a toggle skill at max rank. To optimally do it, you would like to do bang, 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 second skill. Bang, 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 second skill reactivated. What happens when you do that is, with that rhythm, the 3 purges into an auto attack. One, it gives you an auto attack reset after your quick 3 attacks that are on a rapid fire, which don't get increased with attack speed, sadly. So when you auto attack reset after deactivating your purge, you're gonna do a big 100% AD attack if your shotgun leg is positioned correctly. And if you're playing Urgot correctly, positioning is priority number 1, toggling is number 2. Next is applying it to win. But that's Urgot's combo, for lack of a better term. Yeah, you could flash the Q. I mean the R. But I don't like doing that in the jungle for the simple fact that I'm not building Heartsteel. I build Heartsteel first in Baron lane. But in the jungle, I have to delay my Heartsteel build because I'm not engaging all the time to be getting stacks. I get more immediate value from real tankiness or real stats if I want to go AD wise. For example, I could go my Heartsteel first, stack it up slowly, hopefully getting these little trades in the laning phase or before first objective. And at most, optimally, I could get 100 stacks if I force fights. But that makes me have to be aggressive early, which is a weak point for my champion, especially if I decide to play for a more scaling build. Urgot looks like a lane bully early game champion, but in reality, Urgot is Frankenstein. Lore-wise, Urgot is a tank. Literally, slow moving, come get hit by my gun. Mechanically in game, his kit is an ADC. Tell me otherwise. Tell me that's not an ADC, bro. It's not a bruiser kit. It's a short range ADC kit. This nigga got midget Draven kit. His Q is a poke. Most pokes on tanks aren't useful, bro. And if they are, it's a very niche use.
No fucking ocean.
For example, Urgot's Q is just a simpler Malphite Q. Malphite's Q is point and click, obviously. Urgot Q is a skill shot. So there's that caveat. So Urgot's Q got a little more expression into where you can aim it. Malphite's Q obviously gives you the slow and on the enemy and the stolen movement speed. So there's different utilities to it and how you could apply it. So I like Urgot's Q a lot better because it's an AoE. It's a small AoE, but let's say for whatever circumstance the league gods want to align a knock-up where the whole team is in one spot. The whole enemy team got knocked up or dragged to one spot, like a Yone ult or a fucking Malphite ult by the gods. And you Q that spot as they're low health. One, they're all slowed. The slow applies to all of them. Two, if you're running a build that makes abilities do more damage or your auto attacks do more damage after you do an ability, and you got Ingenious Hunter and a whole bunch of active passives that really short cooldowns because you're a team fight oriented champion that can also split push, so you're gonna have a lot of kills and takedowns and assists. Maybe, you gotta start looking at non-meta ways to find fun for you or success, because it could be the optimal way that most people find success on that champion. All the top players use it, but one, you're not a top player. Two, skills translate differently through elos. Your high macro isn't gonna be as effective in low elo solo queue as it will in high elo solo queue, just for the simple fact that both teams are better. You're expecting them to play like a good team. Low elo is so unorthodox that each match you're either gonna be the one carrying with 50 kills or realize your team is just so bad that complaining about it doesn't change the fact that you're gonna fucking lose regardless of what you do. So why not include that in your formula, bro? Why not go into every game expecting there's gonna be one troll, someone picking a champion they don't know how to play, someone first timing. There's always an autofill on the team, bro. Baron lane is my first selection. I get jungle and support 50% of the time. Why would I waste my MMR autofill support learning how to play a role I don't enjoy or a character I wouldn't enjoy when I could just find success in an unorthodox method that might not work efficiently? It might not work all the time, but when I get it to work, it feels better than playing something I'm not enjoying.
No, I knew that was gonna happen.
You don't understand the beauty and the complex simplicity that was Old Aurelian Soul. There's a reason he had a low pick rate. He had a niche kit that looked simple on the surface, meaning it was very boring to watch at an optimal success, that didn't appeal to anyone that didn't enjoy a different play style. They got a whole bunch of characters in League. They got a whole different play style that it's like you're not even playing League no more. I can name like 5. Urgot, Warwick, Singe, Old Aurelian Soul. Not New Aurelian Soul. They turned Aurelian Soul into Lux 2.0. But, there's certain characters. Rammus. Fucking, you're literally prone to abusing AD users. And if you want to play Rammus Baron lane, you want to know the most efficient way to farm with Rammus Baron lane? Not that it's an optimal pick or efficient pick, but if you want to be the Rammus Baron laner, you got to proxy. You got to fight the wave without your minions to do the most damage to a minion wave, or else your fucking wave clear is non-existent, literally. It goes from non-existent to impossible to clear really fast. And the reward of clearing really fast is risky. Sometimes you gotta take risks, bro. If you don't take no risk, there's no limit. There's no limit, there's no test. With no test, there's no limit test. And if you don't limit test, bro, you're gonna be forever at the whim of your teammates' win rate. Like I said, a win rate in League of Legends is just a measurement of how many times you win with a team, not how good you are. You could be the best player, but you play 10 times a month, you never gonna rank up. One, because it's not enough games. Two, you don't got the repetition and confidence to know how the game state is gonna go, win or lose, for you to be okay with the outcome. You're gonna be insecure with your losses. A loss is gonna make you feel worse than your actual skill level. Then you're not gonna want to play no more. You're gonna want to troll. You're gonna want to quit, tilt. Easier said than done tip to not get mad at League of Legends is find your way to win. Find your happiness, bro. Just because you lost a match doesn't mean you lost. You know what I'm saying? How many times they give you a participation award? SVP. Oh, this player got more gold than his lane opponent in the loss. Like, there's a whole bunch of participation awards, bro. Yeah, it don't pop up in the stat menu, but the stats only show what you do with your team. They don't show what you can do. You want to show what you can do, you join a professional team. You don't play solo queue. How you going to play solo queue and be like, yeah, this is the optimal competition? I'm playing with my peers of skill level just because Riot tells me they match me with skill level. Like, do you know how ridiculous the elo and the skill comparison is? They got 45 different servers. They only talk about EUS, Asia server, SEA, and the Filipino server. Don't say, oh, this is a NA server. NA server is just popular with NA players. There's a reason only Asia got the competitive scene. You know what I'm saying? League of Legends is a competitive game. Wild Rift is not League. Wild Rift is a reimagining of League on the cell phone, bro. I will keep telling people this till they hear it. Stop trying to play Wild Rift like it's League. This is you know how they made Teen Titans Go? This is the Teen Titan Go of League of Legends, bro. Once you realize that Wild Rift is Teen Titan Go's of League of Legends, a retelling, not a remake, a retelling, a reimagining. Yes, it's very similar. It's the same IP, it's the same lore, same characters,
so the minions
same canon.
They never.
You gotta realize, League is not Wild Rift, bro. They just share the universe. They just share the IP, bro. It's not the same game, bro. There's a lot more bad players. All right, let me phrase that more articulately. The skill, discretion, and expression in Wild Rift is non-existent. What I mean by that is, like, it don't matter how good or bad you are, if you don't play enough matches with your friends, you're not gonna climb. They have algorithmic systems. I'm not saying they're giving you bad teammates to make you lose, but they protect people who queue up with their friends. They protect people who play a certain amount of a lot of games. They don't want you to play too many or too little. That's why they give you the rank loss prevention, meaning the little in case you don't queue up and you got no friends, or you just happen to not read the logo. It says if you queue up with your friends up to 7 times, I don't know if it's a week or a day, you can play against any elo and still rank up. Your win will count as a win and you'll rank up, get elo, but your loss will not make you lose elo. It's real easy to take advantage of that. 7 games a day that there's no rank requirement for your party, bro. It's real easy to take advantage of that. You know how good 7 games in a row with no loss is for a champion's MMR? And that's where inflation comes in. How good is a player How good is a top 1 player compared to a professional player when the top 1's player's metric of winning is queuing up with the top 3rd player and the top 10th player and number 15? You got 4 of the 20 best players in the casual high elo. You're going to win all the matches. You basically can't lose. How would you lose that number 1 spot? It's not like someone better is going to challenge you. You got the 3rd best player on your team, the 4th best player on your team, the 15th best player. What, you think a team of the 2nd best player is going to queue up with the 10th best player and the 31st best player? In reality, that's highly unlikely, bro. They're going to queue up against other solo queue fucking players and stop them. That's just how League is designed. The trio, the queued up team is at an advantage. Solo queue is a disadvantage. And with that discrepancy, bro, I'ma forever hold my solo queue success higher than whatever criticisms you have to try and stop me from playing the game how I want to play. On that note, bro, I'm gonna keep ranting about the same shit in different ways. Y'all want to watch it or not? I don't care, bro. Keep talking about it. I'm crazy.